welcome back. Another Coupa Connect. I'm so happy to be here again. I know it's been a while. My name is Gabby Espino. I can't talk today. I'm so sorry. My name is Gabby Espino, educator with Coupa Inc. And today I have a really exciting live for you. We're going to be doing what I call a hybrid set. I know. Don't get ahead of yourself. We're going to be doing a really cute polka dot French with some cherries using both our soft gel tip system and our builder gel system. So stick around. After these commercials, we'll get back into it. And I cannot wait to share with you guys what we have done for you today. All right, I'll see you soon. Hi, guys. Welcome back. I'm so excited to be here. I did take a little bit of a sabbatical. I got sick. It's okay. I'm here now. It is what it is. Don't you fret. We have a really cute and exciting set. What I like to call like a set that you can do any time of the year. We're kind of in between that funky like summertime, but it's not quite Halloween and it's not quite fall yet. So I got a really cute design that we actually did a couple weeks back for some of our promo shoot. And I thought it'd be a good time to share it with you guys. We're going to be doing a French polka dot set with some 3D cherries. And like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be what we call a hybrid set. So for me, hybrid sets are when you take two different kinds of systems, in this case, the gel tip system along with our builder gel system, and turn them into one set, right? So I have my lovely model here today. She is fresh out of class. She has no time to do anything. That's why she's here with us, making sure she looks nice and beautiful. So we're going to start with prepping the nail, which is key to any set, not just for it to look good, but the longevity of the set as well, how well the product adheres to the natural plate. All of that has to do with how well we prep the nail plate, right? So to start off, I'm using one of our Mani Pro cuticle pushers. We do have different kinds. We have a couple different kinds, but this one right here is my favorite one. It's kind of like a 3-in-1. It comes with a production. Sorry, we already started bad. There we go. It comes with this little rasp, so you can use it kind of like a file. It's also almost like a little scooper to scoop up product. But this right here, this edge right here, as you can see, it's like a little moon curve. This is what we're going to be using right now to push back the cuticle on our client. So we're going to grab it at a parallel to the natural nail. And we're just going to start pushing her cuticle back gently. What I like about this cuticle pusher is that it is pretty sharp at that edge, so it makes it really easy to kind of remove any cuticle growing onto the nail plate. Now, there is a huge misconception when it comes to cuticle. Everyone believes that it's this part up here, but if you're a professional nail tech, you know that that's called a what? what, students? Because I know some of you are on here already. This is called the eponychium. And we're going to push that back up and scrape any cuticle that's growing on the natural nail plate away. And you can see all those little flakies, that you see right there. That is the cuticle growing on the nail plate. And this cuticle pusher makes it super easy to get rid of that. If we were to leave this cuticle on the nail plate, what do you guys think would be something that could happen? I'll give you a hint. Lifting, which is the number one enemy to any nail tech, right? Nobody wants to have lifting on their sets. So making sure we remove all of this is key for the longevity of the natural nail. There we go. Perfect. Now that's step number one. Now before we go in to actually cut the cuticle, I will be going in with my favorite manicuring bit. It's the enhancement bit that we have here at Coupa. This guy right here is a diamond bit, and I don't know if you could tell, it's a little bit of a C, not a C, what's it called? A cone shaped. So it's slightly indented. Ooh, don't someone on my nails. It's slightly indented towards the tip, which makes it a lot easier to get in those little crevices. And it's gentle enough to use over all of the nail plate. Now I'm going to be pairing this with my handy dandy Mani Pro Passport next. Oh my God, I love this machine. If you guys have tuned into any of our lives recently since we've gotten it, at least if I'm doing the live, I do not shut up about it. Each one comes with a KP65 handpiece. And aside from the handpiece, the beautiful handpiece, it comes with this digital screen right here where you can not only just see the RPMs that we're traveling in, see that? It goes all the way up to 30. We don't need 30. We need just 5 for right now. You could also see how much battery life your machine has, along with the features of forward and reverse, and our beautiful pause button. So that button up there, as you can see, is a pause, and we could switch it from forward to reverse, and you'll see it here. You'll see it switching back. Look at production on the camera changes. Go production. Everybody give a round of applause to Marco. He's on it today. All right, so you can see the forward and reverse. We're going to leave it in a forward motion. And then once you click that pause button again, the machine turns back on. So going in with our, relax. Going in with our manicuring bit, I'm going to just go along that cuticle portion at a parallel angle. We don't want to dig into it, and we don't want to push. We want the machine to do all of the power. The reason I also like to use this bit is because the top portion of the bit right here, you can see it touching my nail, it is also abrasive, meaning when I go up into that cuticle area and I kind of push a little bit, it's also cleaning along the cuticle, not just on the nail plate. So I like to do this prior and after I prep, and you'll see what I mean in a little bit. So how's everyone been? Did you guys miss me? I know my friend Patricia took care of you guys last week. She did some really cute football nails because apparently it's football season. I don't know. I was too preoccupied trying not to die, honestly. I was very sick, but we're back and I'm excited to be here creating with you all using not just our gel tip and our builder gel, but we're also obviously going to be using the new color palettes. All right. Ooh, I forgot a duster. It's okay. We're just going to use our hands. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. If you're judging my nails, you're mean. Don't do that. All right. Now we're going to go in with another one of my favorites from Coupa, our cuticle nippers. This one is the short teeth one. So you can see right here, these ones are a lot shorter. These are great for smaller nails like our manicure, like our model has right now. We have larger ones. We also have pedicuring ones. Coupa covers everything and anything to do with nails. It is definitely the brand to have because you can find everything in one stop. So we're going to go in with these to just kind of clean up the cuticle a little bit, being very mindful, very careful. Because our model cannot keep these nails, I'm not going to do too much because we're probably just gonna cut these off afterwards anyway. It's no big deal. It doesn't hurt my heart every time we do this. But look how sharp these are. They're wonderful, and they're a great addition. They're not oxidizing. You can sanitize them inside of one of our sanitizing bins. I don't know if you guys know that, but we do have sanitizing products and tools for you guys to use. When I tell you that Coupa has everything that you need, it literally has everything that you need. It's truly insane. All right, so we're just cleaning up her cuticle a little bit so it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look bad, actually. She was very worried that, you know, her nails look bad. I'm like, dude, I've seen worse. I've been doing this for 22, oh my God, I'm really aging myself. 22 years now? 23 years now almost? Professionally, though, I've only been doing this like 13, so I'm young, right, production? Mm-hmm. You can't see him, but Marco's over here rolling his eyes at me. That's fine. It's all right. I'm just an elder millennial clinging to my youth here. It's no worries. All right, we're going in. For all of my Spanish speakers, bienvenidos para toda mi gente de México. Feliz Día de la Independencia. Viva México, viva Morelos, viva el pan bimbo, viva la cerveza modelo, lo que ustedes quieran. Viva, viva México. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. Wherever you guys are watching from, please make sure to drop it in the comments if you guys have questions. I cannot see them, but production does a very good job of letting me know if you guys have questions, if you guys have comments, if you guys are just letting me know where you guys are from. Thank you so much for being here. We know you can be anywhere else, and yet here we are sharing this beautiful afternoon. We're here in sunny, boy is it sunny, Southern California, in Anaheim to be more specific. But where are you guys watching from? I'd love to know. All right, now we're going in with our easy mandrel bit, easy off mandrel bit. Oh my God, this box. All right, so I'm using the Sandy bands from Coupa, obviously. We have them in a fine, medium, and coarse. Today I'll be using medium, in all honesty, because I did not find the fine ones. But medium is fine for the natural nail as well. We're using it with our Easy Off mandrel bit, which is this one right here. And if you guys purchase the Mani Pro Passport Next, it comes with one of these along with a little package of sanding bands as well. So that's always a plus. We're going to stick these on. Now, as professionals, we know that these are disposable. You use them once on a client and then you discard them and you throw them away. If you are not a professional and you're just someone who likes to watch and engage with us, welcome to. If you go to a salon and you see one of these and it's like white, like clearly used, run, because that means it's been used before and germs are gross. I don't know about y'all, but that's disgusting. I take all my own things when I go get a pedicure. They hate me. They hate to see me coming because they're like, you're not getting a discount. I was like, I didn't ask for a discount. I just don't want fungus. So just letting you know, if you guys are willing to buy your own tools, Coupa sells all of it. That way you guys don't get a fungus when you go to the salon. Just saying. All right, so we're going to go in with our mandrel, Easy Off mandrel, in a 5, with just 5 RPMs. That's enough. Remember, we don't really need much on the natural nail. We just need to remove that natural shine. Am I hurting you, model?
No.
No. She used to say I'm the best nail tech in the world. You guys didn't hear it, but I heard it. She said that with her eyes, with her energy. That's what she said. She actually didn't say anything. Just kidding. All right. We're removing the beautiful, shiny portion of our nails like so. There we go. Just making sure we remove the shine. Again, we're not doing too much. I'm not even going to prep her with dehydrator or primer because we're removing these afterwards. She likes to break my heart every single time she comes in. It's fine. I still love you. All right, we're cleaning this up, removing that shine. Make sure we rough it up. And I don't like to say rough it up because we really shouldn't be roughening up that natural nail. We should just be removing that shine. Coupa products are beautiful and wonderful enough to where you don't need to rough up that nail a lot. It's going to adhere. It's going to stay on, right? Not today, though. Today they're coming off. We're going back in with our enhancement bit, our manicuring bit right here. And the reason I like to use this before and after is anything that my mandrel bit didn't catch, or even my hand, like if you guys don't want to go into the mandrel bit, you can always go in with a hand file. Anything that doesn't catch along the cuticle, we could always go back in with our mandrel bit one more time to make sure that we get everything that we need. No pressure, just moving along that cuticle edge. Production. Thank you.
I was answering.
Oh, he was answering a question. All right, Marco. Marco is an honorary nail tech. He does not have a license, but he knows anything and everything he needs to know to do nails. I think that would be a really fun live. Wouldn't you guys think if I switched places with Marco and I made him do the nails on live? I think that would be wonderful. I think I would tune in for that. All right, so we're cleaning up that cuticle bit. And if a client were to have a free edge at this point, this is where we would go ahead and clean it up, but we don't need to do that today. She's ready to go. Now, when it comes to design, I feel like the shape of the nail has everything to do with the design. I've had clients come in and they're like, I want this exact design, and it's like extra long stiletto nails, but they're like, I want it on short square. How? Right? So in this case, we're going to go a rounded almond using our soft gel tips in the size medium round. Now, we also have the almond leto in medium, which is more of an almond. I just couldn't find them. Those would be a good option as well. But today we're going to be using the medium round. And the cool thing about our soft gel tips, aside from the fact that it comes with 550 count in a box as opposed to just like 500 like other brands. I'm not naming names, but whatever. Ours is also pre-roughened, meaning you're already ahead of the game. You're skipping a step. You are working smarter, not harder, making sure that we are having our tips pre-roughened. Just saves us a lot of time. And time is what, friends? Time is money. In case you didn't know. All right, it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 sizes. That's right, I did count them because I spaced out a little bit, my bad. So you're gonna find a size regardless. Now, if your client is in between size, ooh, not my whole gut showing. Okay, Marco really hates me. It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. Along with it having 12 different sizes, if your client is in between sizes, which does happen, let's be honest, it happens all the time, not just with soft gel tips, but with regular tips. That's okay because we can use one of our hand files, whether it be the shaper file, which is the 100/180 grit, this one right here, or this one's used, my bad, or the shaper buffer file, which is my personal favorite. It is also 100/180 grit, but this side is the abrasive side, and then the 180 side is like a spongy buffer, which I love to use, right? So if our client is in between sizes, we could always use one of our hand files to make sure that we are we're customizing the tip to our client. Now I'm going to start off, I always start off with the second to smallest one just to be sure. I have a feeling it's going to be too big. Yep, it's a little big, but I feel like these ones are going to be too small. Let's see. Who knows? It might surprise me. It's like I recently lost weight and I was like, oh no, these pants are going to fit me. And then they went right up and I was like, oh my God, am I a skinny queen? I am. I am a skinny queen. Just kidding, guys. All right, so this one actually fits perfectly. I don't like it to like be fully to the sidewalls because when it is fully to the sidewalls, it kind of gets really bulky and there's a chance of it lifting and product, if the product is too off onto the sidewalls. So if it's a little bit smaller, no worries. We're going to be doing what I call a slip layer prior to adhering the nail, and that's gonna fix that problem, and I'll show you guys what I mean at that point. So we're just gonna size all of her fingers. She's a skinny queen. Look at her. She's got cute little skinny fingers. I love it. All right, I'm like lining them up properly like here, and I don't know if you guys could tell, they're pre-roughened, so we're good to go there. Now, if your client has a longer nail bed, mine right now has a pretty average size, like normal size nail bed. So when I apply it onto her natural nail, you could see that the roughened portion is longer than her natural nail. That's perfectly fine. But let's say your client has really long nail beds. If it goes past that pre-roughened part, absolutely go ahead and roughen up that area that isn't roughened, just so it's a nice even application. But if not, no worries. Koopa's got you. We kept you guys in mind. We're like, we just gotta save our nail techs money and time. We're gonna make these pre-roughened. Nobody else in the game has this, okay? Just saying. All right, this one's a little small. I feel like this one's a little big. So we're gonna go in just like I showed you or told you guys and just hand file those sides. Oh, should have shortened my nails a lot shorter. Mind you, this is short for me. I've been holding back because we've been doing these lives and I want to be able to function for y'all. But if you know me in real life, you know that I love me my 2-inch stilettos. All right, let's see if that did the trick. Perfect. All righty. Now we're going to be doing the thumb. Wait, that's too thick. Let's see this one. And all of the, oh, just kidding. And all of these come numbered as well. So if you're a nail tech, you know, usually, which kind of, at least what I've noticed throughout the years when choosing sizes for, or nail tips sizes. Let me show you what I mean right now. See if this fits. Good, right there, perfect. Usually these two fingers are the same size and this one's one size up. So also if you'd like to save time, if you just want to be like, okay, these two are size 8, this one's a size 9, you could already go on to your next hand already knowing the sizes, but we're not doing another hand, we're just doing this one. All right, so at this point is where we would apply our dehydrator or pH balancing dehydrator and then our primer, but we're going to skip that for today and go straight into the adhesive. The most beautiful bottle of polish I've ever seen in my life. It is the Enrich RX Gel Tip Adhesive that we have here at Coupa. It's this beautiful unicorn bottle. I love it. It is huge. It comes with 17 milliliters of product, so 0.57 fluid ounces. It is a, yes, sir. Do we ship to Mexico? I am not sure if we ship to Mexico. I'm not sure. My suggestion would be if you have somebody out here that you know, maybe have them ship it to you, you know, but we can figure that out. Maybe we can ask Rachel if we ship to Mexico, because that would be a game changer if we were able to ship to Mexico. ¿De dónde de México nos escuchan? ¿De qué parte de México? Yo quiero saber. Yo soy de Jalisco, de un pueblito muy chiquito que nadie conoce, pero de Jalisco, México. Me da mucho gusto que estén aquí con nosotros, que estén compartiendo el tiempo con nosotros. We're going to adhere our soft gel tips with our gel tip adhesive. But before we actually do that, I'm going to get these out of the way. And I'm going to do something that I like to call a slip layer, which is a very, very, very thin layer of our gel tip adhesive on just the natural nail. Now, once I apply this, I can apply these to all 10 fingers. We're going to stick it into the lamp for a full minute, let it cure. And what this does, it just kind of helps guide the adhesive that we put onto the soft gel tip, and it fills in any gaps if the tip isn't fully the size or shape of the natural nail. It kind of fills in any gaps that we might need to fill in. I make sure I don't get it on the skin. Now this you can apply to all 5 fingers at the same time because it is a very thin layer. If you were to do a thicker layer, this is kind of runny, so be mindful of that. So you don't want to do a thick layer. You kind of want to apply it like it's just a very thin layer of base. Think of it that way, but it's the soft gel adhesive. So I'm making sure I get the whole nail bed like so. Oh, y'all didn't see that, did you? No, it's okay. I didn't just spit on my hand. That's fine. It's okay. Anyway, applying all of this on here, making sure we get every little crevice. And this is going to go into the lamp for a full minute. Let me clean those up. All right, now we're going to be using our black. Oh, relax. There we go. Hold on. We're going to be, there we go. Can you see right there? Go ahead and stick them in there. We're going to be using our black Mani Pro Glow. This is our black with the cheetah add-on here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but our Mani Pro Glow is our LED lamp. She comes in black and white as a base color, but these top portion and this bottom portion right here is interchangeable. We have so many different colors, and I feel like we talk about it on every live, but I talk about it because look at this. If you're someone that likes to customize their colors and customize their tools and there's things that they work with, Coupa has got you. Look at all these different colors that you can use, and they're interchangeable with both the black and the white, right? Aside from that feature, our Mani Pro Glow, that's a tongue twister every time I say it. Our Mani Pro Glow comes with a battery at the top, You can't see it, but I'll show it to you once she's done because I can't pull it out at this moment. This battery, you can pop it out, and we sell a charging port of sorts, where if you buy a separate battery in the charging port, you can just interchange them, right? And while one's charging and you're using the other one, that one dies and you switch it out. You can take it out now, sweetie, so I can show them. This pops out like so, and this is a battery that comes with it. So this goes onto our charging port, and then you change that one, and then you just pop it back in. And that way, you never run out of juice. You never run out of power, because if you're someone like me who likes to book themselves 12 plus hours a day, we need these to be functioning at all times. I don't have time for it to charge. I want to have it connected on my desk. I want to have it, just be ready to go. So I would totally recommend using one of these interchangeable batteries. All right, so she has the base layer on. We are now going to go in and adhere our tips one at a time. And we're going to be using one of my favorite products from KULR, which is the Duet lamp. Now, this one is white, but just like the Mani Pro Glow, it comes in black. So again, customizing our desk, making sure everything looks nice and orderly and unique. And if you are really particular, like I am, I like everything to match. I like everything to be black. I'm not a huge fan of the white, but it's okay. That's what they gave me. I'll work with it. Okay, it does the same thing. Our Duet lamp is not just a desk lamp that has 3 different glows. I don't know if you can appreciate it on camera right there. Right, it has low, low, medium, high. It has this gooseneck. What's it called? A gooseneck neck. Right? That sounds right. The gooseneck neck. So you can like flip it around, move around however you need to. But the best feature on it, absolutely, it's rechargeable. So it lasts about 6 hours or so is what I remember last time I used it. Aside from being rechargeable, the goose lamp, the gooseneck, the 3 light settings, it is also a UV lamp. You can't appreciate it on camera, unfortunately, but this has a flash cure of 15 seconds. That's going to be perfect to not just adhere your gel tips, but also to adhere rhinestones, to adhere charms, to adhere, sometimes when I'm doing like nail art, like I just drew the perfect line. I don't want it to move. I'll flash cure it like for 15 seconds. That's all I need for it to just kind of like set in place. And then after everything's done, then I'll stick the client back into the lamp. So today we're going to be using it to adhere our soft gel tips, which is basically what we made it for. Again, thinking about time, making sure that you guys are always working smarter, not harder. Koopa's on top of it. Come on. Come on. All right. So we're going to take our first soft gel tip. Remember, these are pre-roughened. We don't have to roughen these. We don't have to do nothing to them. They just go right on. I'm going to take a small dollop. Where are we? Just a little bit, making sure it goes from edge to edge, right? You don't want to put too much, but also you don't want to do too little. You want to do enough to cover the whole nail plate. Now let's see if we can get this on camera. I'm going to bring you in, darling. There we go. So I'm going to start off by placing it about halfway through the nail. Look at production go. And I'm kind of at an angle. You can't really see it from here, but you're kind of at an angle pushing downward. And then I'll push it towards the cuticle and then take my thumb, hold it at the top, and then pull this down until I see that the gel adhesive has covered her natural nail plate. And then she goes under the lamp for 15 seconds. Now, 1, 2, once maybe about second 8 or so, I'll remove my thumb and hold it at the bottom. And again, you can't really appreciate it on camera, but you'll see when the light goes back on. There we go. The 15 seconds are over. And now the nail is flash cured. It is not set. It could still move, but it's staying enough for you to move on to the rest of the nails. And then you could put everything into the lamp for 1 full minute. Okay. So now we're going to go in and do the rest of them. While I'm doing the rest of them, how are you guys doing? Do we have any questions, concerns, hot goss that you want to tell me about? Anything in particular? I saw the mailman throwing away some mail onto the floor by my house. I feel like that's a federal crime, but I don't know who to tell. So here we are. Just telling you the hot goss, the chisme. Just kidding. That was a lie, okay? That was just me trying to be engaging with you guys. All right, we're flash curing another nail. Is it burning, sweetie? Are we good? All right. If it's burning, just scream, okay? Just let out a yell. Just let out a soft growl. You guys will see the light comes back on. The 15 seconds are over. If you feel like you need to go again, by all means, all you have to do is get it close enough to the sensor. It'll turn back on, and she's flash cured. All right. And then if you need to turn it off at any point, you just hit the power button, and it goes back to being a regular lamp. All right. Let's adhere these again. We're going with the middle finger now. Now, if you guys are new to soft gel tips and you're nervous and you're just like, I don't know if I could, these are probably the easiest ones and the easiest system, in my opinion, to learn with. And they're affordable, especially in this day and age, right? If you're a student who's up and coming and is trying to build their kit, who's trying to invest into their new career, this is definitely the line that you guys want to try out in the beginning because one, it is a great line. It's a wonderful product, but it's also pretty affordable, which is very important when we're first starting out. I do remember the days when, I was learning to do nails and I just wanted to invest. And things aren't cheap. Things are expensive, right? So we got to make sure that we are not just filling our kit with product, but we're filling it also with good product. So Coupa has you there. It is good, wonderful quality product, but also affordable for everybody. Let me get you in. Now, if you guys are in Southern California, you're probably sick. You're sick of me telling you to come visit us at headquarters here in Anaheim. We are close to, what's that place with the rides that's like right there? Where? Knott's Berry. Yeah, we're close to Knott's Berry Farm here in Anaheim. I invite you to come to headquarters because we have the entire product, every single product that Coupa carries on the website. We carry it in store here. We have a physical store where if you visit us and you buy from us here, it is 25% off your purchase. And that includes everything, right? Production, tools, acrylic, builder gel, gel tips, drills, nail bits. We do have a really cool engraving machine that we can engrave onto your handpiece. So if you work at a salon and Susie keeps taking your handpiece and she's like, no, this one's mine. And you're like, no, that's clearly mine. Now you can engrave it. So Susie's like, oh, just kidding. I can't steal this from you anymore. Right? So come visit us and receive 25% off your entire purchase when you shop straight from our Coupa headquarters. Now, if you're not here in Southern California, I'm sorry. This is literally the best place on earth. I'm sorry, but we will ship throughout the whole country. We always have sales going on. We always have different, more time, hold on. We always have different discount codes going on. Make sure you're following us on all our social media so you can stay up to date with not just the newest products that Coupa has in store for you, but also all of the codes and discounts that we have every month. Production will eventually tell me what the discount for this month is. Into the lamp for 1 minute. But it's okay. He's a little busy right now. He's preoccupied with some chicken. It smells delicious. I'm not jealous at all. It's not like they've kept me here all day without feeding me. It's okay. It's fine.
We have a question.
Oh, we have a question. Let's see.
Does the small handpiece fit the new digital e-file?
Ooh, would it be the KP65 handpiece? Is that what we're talking about? Because if that is the case, it will fit the e-file. So if you could see here on this one's like my personal one because I refuse to use anything that's not mine. She's on there. On my personal one, if it has the 3 prongs on it, which KP65, KP60, KP55, they all have the 3 prongs, it will fit onto here. Now, if you are more into the limited edition type of stuff, I'm going to take a chance while she's in the lamp to talk to you guys about it. We do have a Manny Pro Passport next, but in a limited edition color. I don't know if you guys know about this. It's very exclusive. It's very up to date. It's very new. It's very modern. She is the white. Give me 1 second. She is the white and rose gold. Mani Pro Passport necks. It comes with its own stand. Everything that the other Mani Pro Passport necks have, which is like the stand, the charger, all the same features, but in a white and rose gold color. And this one comes with its own handpiece. This one is not interchangeable. And it's a rose gold handpiece, which I think she's beautiful. Look at her. Look how shiny she is. Look at all my fingerprints that are on there. She's gorgeous, right? So this is a limited edition. We don't have a lot of them. If you like this, go onto the website and get that now. But supplies are limited. Just saying. Oh, I'm fine. It's okay. All right, so she's done. She's been in the lamp for 1 minute. We adhered all 5 soft gel tips. Thank you so much, production. My brain just farted there. It's okay. All right, so now once they are on, we have to obviously blend them in. Now this step is kind of particular to the nail tech, right? I have a specific bit that I like to use when adhering the soft gel tip, or when blending it, I should say. It's this one right here. I want to say this is the 3-in-1. I'm pretty sure it's the 3-in-1 bit from Coupa. I like it because, one, it is small, right? And I like the cone shape of it. It's fine enough to where it's not going to cause any damage, obviously, if you're using it correctly, but also abrasive enough to where it's going to blend in that edge to make it look a little bit more natural and to make it look a little bit more flushed to the natural nail plate. Now, if I'm talking too fast, I apologize. I'm starving. It's okay. I'm fine. It's all right. I was made aware today that I talk louder when I'm nervous, which is crazy because I just thought I was loud in general. So here we are. All right. I'm going to go in at 5 RPMs. Maybe not 5. Okay, maybe like 6. 6, I said. There we go. At 6 RPMs. I don't need it to be super aggressive. I just needed enough to go into that cuticle area and blend that natural nail, or that free, not free edge, what's it called? That cuticle area, to make it look a little bit more flushed to the natural nail. Now, once your application is a little bit more experienced, I should say, you can probably skip this step and just get away with blending it with acetone. That's a cool little trick that I actually learned from a student. Which is one of my favorite things about, shout out to Jessica from Salon Success. When I was out with her, I was one of her instructors there, and she taught me to flush it with just some acetone and a cleaning brush. But I do like to do this step just because it's going to make it a little bit more, just a little bit more natural looking, I guess you could say. The cool thing about our soft gel tips is that they're not made of plastic. I think that's a huge misconception when it comes to these types of systems. Everybody calls them like press-ons. They're not. They're not press-ons. Soft gel tips are made of gel, and it makes them a little bit more pliable. Not a little bit more. It makes them more manageable. We can customize them. We could cut them down if they're too long. We could shape them like we're going to shape them right now, and they're a little bit more manageable. And they're super lightweight. If you have ever worn our soft gel tips, you know that there is a huge difference in the feeling, in the weight. I know it sounds weird, but it's the truth. In the weight of a soft gel tip enhancement and an acrylic enhancement. I wish I could do these on myself. I have fat fingers, so they don't look good on me. But I have transferred, I want to say about 80% of my clientele who was formerly acrylic clients to the soft gel tips, and they love them. Another reason why I love the soft gel tips as a nail tech is I know a lot of the times other systems, right? Other companies that have the same type of system, they advertise it as like, oh, you come back, we do a soak off, and then we do a new set. That's all fine and dandy. Absolutely. We can totally do a new set. But I personally like to use our builder gel to do a fill. So if the client comes back, her nail is obviously grown out, but there's no lifting, which is very, very common with our system. I have virtually no lifting with my clients. Instead of going in there, soaking it off, removing it, causing possible damage to the nail plate with all that acetone, I will simply give her a fill with our clear builder gel, which we're going to use in a little bit, not to do a fill, but to create those 3D cherries All right, here I'm just going to go in with my hand file, my shaper buffer file, to kind of give her a little bit more of a indented, not indented, but just kind of customize the shape for her a little bit. Kuba did a great job of creating some beautiful nail shapes on those soft gel tips. So I don't want to ruin it too much, but I do kind of want to give it more of a slender look on the side. There we go. Let me fill these, let me shape these up a little bit more. Okay, got it. So we're gonna do 2 nails because we are on a time crunch. It has been a day, chat. Chat, it has been a day. We have encountered problem after problem, but we are here, and now we got 20 minutes to show you how to do this nail design, and I'm going to bust it out. Okay, so we can go over a little bit. Just kidding. Let's just do these 2. Okay. Bye guys. Sorry. Thank you for your service. All right. Let's remove the shine with our buffer portion. There we go. We're cleaning. We're cleaning. And now you are ready to go as far as design. All right. I'm going to go in. Just kidding. No, I'm not, because I don't know where I left it. You normally use a cleanser, our purple cleanser that we have on here, but we're just going to go in with a base. Now, I'm going to be using a couple different things on here. We are going to be using our Enrich RX Builder Gel in the nude pink and the ultra clear, along with our base and top coat, which is these guys, and of course our LA Confidential color palette. So first and foremost, we're going to do a base coat with our base, obviously. This is going to go into the lamp for 30 seconds. You could do 60, 30. 30 seconds is enough. I prefer to do 30 because, you know, time is money. Here we go. From top to bottom. We're going to add these guys on here. And she's going to go into the lamp for 30 seconds. Now, our Mani Pro Glow has different settings. We have 10, 30, 60, and 90. Ideal for whatever part of the process that you are in. 10 seconds is great for flash curing. The 30 seconds is pretty, you know, most gel systems or gel polishes cure within 30 seconds. I prefer to use the 60 seconds for most of it, just to be sure. And then we have the slow burn, which is the 90 seconds, which starts off a little bit slower and then it gradually gets to its maximum ability at about 30 seconds. This is a great option for clients who complain about it burning every single time they put it into the lamp. Put it at the 90 seconds and it's going to create what we call that slow burn so that it doesn't burn them super fast. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. All right, so after this, we are going to be using our nude pink, but not as a builder gel. We're going to be using it kind of like a base for the French. So, perfect. Now, this is a builder gel, but it has color to it, right? This is like a very pretty nude pink that we have on here. I like to use it because one, yes, it adds the color of like the nude for a French. It's perfect for it. But also it adds an extra level of, what would you call it? Strength to the nail because it is a builder gel, right? So it's going to cure and it's going to harden just like any other builder gel would. Here we're applying it like if it were a polish. So very, very thin layer. And depending on how thick you want it, you could do 1 layer, you could do 2 layers. I think for today I'm just going to do 1, and we're going to do like what I call a soprano French. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Because it's been all over my feed on social media, and I was like, what is a soprano French? Guys, spoiler alert, it's literally just like a 2000s French. So meaning it's not deep, it's not one of those like super modern Frenches where it's like starts at the very top of the nail and then swoops all the way down. It's just a very traditional.
You lost the live.
Oh.
On the Instagram.
Oh no. Am I still live anywhere else? Am I talking? Am I pretending?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh, we're still live. Okay, cool.
We're going back on Instagram right now.
All right. And my apologies to anybody who is watching this on Instagram. Hello, TikTok, and literally everywhere else. Oh, we're not live on TikTok. Just kidding. Facebook. Hi, Facebook. Hi, Twitch. Are we on Twitch? Is that a thing? I don't know.
TikTok, let us resume the live.
All right, welcome back. Sorry about that. We have technical difficulties. It wouldn't be a Koopa Live if we didn't. My apologies for that. Thank you so much for hanging on tight and being here with us. If not, if you're watching this afterwards, if you're watching this after the fact, you couldn't catch us on live. I'm always here. I added onto my story. Shameless plug. You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram as __ Esmalte, ESMALTE, which, fun fact, means polish in Spanish. All right, so now we have our base from our nude pink from Earn Rich, and we're going in with one of my favorite palettes, the LA Confidential palette, which is our primary colors palette. It comes with all of these different colors that you see back here, and of course, black and white, which are the ones that we're going to be using. We're actually going to be using the City of Angels, which is the white, Limo Service, which is black, Oscar Night, which is the red, and Urban Jungle, which is the green, to create the cherry looks on top of it. But first and foremost, we're going to go in with City of Angels to create our French tip. So the cool thing about our palettes, aside from them, oh, I just dipped my whole finger into it. Aside from them being individually packaged like so, you can pop them out of the box, use them one at a time. You can use them all together, whatever the case may be. I like to pop them out and use them one by one. I like that they're a cream base color, meaning that the viscosity of it is a lot thicker than your average polish, which is way easier to use when we're creating looks that require precision, that require for it to be very, very precise, very, like if you draw the line, it needs to stay in that spot, right? And it also comes with a double-ended brush that you see me using here. So this double-ended brush has a flat side with a rounded tip to it on one side, and then it has this, what would you call it? The striper pen. It's not super thin, which is great, so you can make thicker or thinner designs to it. But here we are creating that French. This has to be an Olympic sport somewhere, like me talking while creating a French. This is very, very difficult. This is going to be our first layer because I like to do thinner layers and then build onto them afterwards. If it's too thick, it doesn't cure properly. It's not going to look good. So I went in with my thicker side brush first to create kind of like the base, and then going in with the striper side of the brush to create the French look. And this is what I would call just a traditional French. It's not too deep. It's not too not deep. Shallow, is that the word? That sounds right. All right, so there's one. Now we're going in with the other one. There we go. Oh, and there's no sound. Just talking to myself.
No, there's sound on the YouTube, but not on the.
Oh, we're on YouTube too. Hi, welcome. Well, we're just doing our best. Like those memes. It's like, what do you do for a living? My best. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? All right, we're going in with these Frenches. This is our first layer, and then we'll go in with our second layer afterwards. Here we go. Now these are going to go into lamp for another 30 seconds. There we go. I'm making sure that we're cleaning our brush in between uses. That's a big thing that I used to see my students when I was teaching not to do. And I was like, the more that you clean your brush, the longer it's going to last you. And honestly, this brush that each palette comes with is incredible. I've been using it for everything. I like that it's double-ended, so I'm not having, I just like flip it over back and forth. All right, that was a 30 seconds. We're going back in with the second coat of City of Angels, which is the white. There we go. Making sure that it's nice and even. I go in with the thicker side of the brush. Oh, it's something on my face. To get that bottom portion then, and then I'll go in with a liner brush to do the sides. And just kind of, now if you feel like it looks bumpy, that just means you've added too much. Try to thin out a little bit. Use less product, because remember, this is a cream gel. Cream gels are a lot thicker, and if you don't even them out, there's portions of it that are going to look bumpier than others. So be mindful of that. Same thing right here. Just creating a traditional French, nothing fancy. Going in with the liner side to get those sides going. Cleaning it up, cleaning it up. Making sure that the sides also get covered. It's probably one of, in the beginning when you're first doing nails and designs, it's always hard to get like the sides. So be mindful of your sides. Over here. All right, I'm happy with that. She's going back into the lamp for another 30 seconds. Making sure I'm cleaning my brush as we go. Last live that I was here, which was about 3 weeks ago, I had someone ask me why I cleaned my brush with acetone instead of alcohol. You could do either or. I prefer acetone because I feel like it cleans it better. But her concern was that if the bristles of the brush were going to fall out, right? Because if you dip your brush full on ferrule into the acetone, that glue that's inside that's holding the bristles together could dissolve and eventually fall out. That is a real concern, but I make sure not to dip it all the way in. I just put it a little bit and clean it as we go. I feel like it makes my brushes last a little bit longer. All right, now we are done with City of Angels. We're going back in with our color palette. See, we can just pop this sucker back in. Ooh, she goes there. And now we're going to go in with Limo Service. So I'm going to pop this guy. Oh. And then Limo Service is black. Like, it is so pigmented. Now, if you're a nail tech, you know it's so hard to find a good black. I've used this on a full nail, and it just looks impeccable, wonderful. But we're going to be using it with one of our dotting tools. The Coupa Artfinity system has a series of dotting tools. This is 1 and 2. 1 is the smallest dotting tool, and then we have 2, and then 3 floor. It goes a little bit higher and higher. I think I'm going to use number 2, and I'm going to dip it straight into the Limo Service. Now, I don't want it to be fully saturated, but I want it to be enough to where we can do a dot with it, right? And when I'm doing like checkered dotting, I like to start off in the center and then just work my way out, right? So do the dots where I need to do them. There we go. Once we have those 3, then we can work our way around it. So meaning like in between, doing like a checkered pattern. There's that. If I need to go in and dip my dotting tool more, then I will. I love the cream polishes because they stay. Where you put the polish is where it's going to be. I really wish I had my glasses. Did I tell you guys that my dog turned them into a chewing toy? No? He did. He turned my prescription glasses into a chewing toy. So now I'm just driving around all willy-nilly. If you see me on the road, get out the way. Get out the way. Because there's a chance that I don't see you. All right, so we've got the dots where we want them. Look how cute this is already coming along. Beautiful. Again, this is one of those designs that you could just kind of do year-round. It really doesn't have a time of the year or a theme. And I feel like right now we're in that funky spot, right? I don't know if you guys have been getting clients where they're like, I don't really know what to do. Like, I don't want to do fall, but I also don't want to do Halloween yet. So I'm like, here's a design. Here's something fun and cute and funky we can do. and easy for the most part, but you can charge a pretty penny for this design. And Coupa color palettes just make it so much easier to create. All right, making sure we're making that checkered look. I feel like polka dots are, it sounds like super easy sometimes, but then it's really not. You're like, wait, does this look even? Just say yes, okay, lie to me. Lie to me and tell me it does look even. There we go. All right, the polka dots are on. Now it is time to put her back into the lamp. We're almost done, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It truly is the highlight of my week, trying to come, or not trying, coming with you guys and creating and, you know, just shooting the talk with y'all. Chat, be honest. Do you like having me here? Because if you don't, I'll stop coming. I won't come no more. It's a 2-hour drive. I can stay home. But I do love being here. I love sharing with you guys. I do love these new palettes. They really, I'm not exaggerating when I say they have made my life as a nail tech a lot easier. As a nail tech that draws a lot, that creates a lot, it is definitely something that I have invested in. All right, so she's out. The 30 seconds are up. Now we're going to be doing the cherries. Now there's 2 ways that you could do this. You could either draw the cherries first and then do the builder gel on top, or vice versa. I think I'm going to do the builder gel first, and we're going to use the duet lamp to cure because I need them to stay like in a little cherry shape, right? So I'm going to be using one of these guys right here, which is one of our forms, as a palette. And I'm going to take a little bit of the clear builder gel and put it right on top. And I'm going to use it to pick up little by little, right? So using the duet lamp as a flash cure, I'm going to grab, is it 1 set of cherries or 2 sets of cherries? I'm going to do 1 on one and then 2 on the other. I'm going to do 1 on this one. I'm going to do a dollop of that builder gel and kind of go in circles because I want it to stay in that little ball figure. This is self-leveling. So if I leave it there without curing, it's just going to self-level, and we're gonna flash cure it. That's it. See? She's good to go. She's flash curing 15 seconds. That's going to be enough to keep it in its place so it doesn't spread too much. We want it to keep it nice and 3D. I'm going to make sure I cover my little palette because I've hardened it before. All right, there's the 1. Now we're going to do 2 on the other nail. Same thing. We're going to grab a dollop of it on our brush, and then I'm going to do 1 at a time. So this is the first one. I place it to where I wanted to place it. I kind of go around in a little bit of a circle to maintain that 3D. And as I'm lifting it up, I'm lifting it up, I'm lifting it up, I'll remove my brush, making sure I don't cure it accidentally. And it's just going to flash cure it so it stays in that 3D form. Now, I prefer to do the 3D first and then paint on top of it because I feel like it looks more 3D. The other way, if you were to draw it first and then do the clear on top of it, it's still going to look like a 3D cherry, but it's more of like a glass look, if that makes sense. Think of like those glass fruits that your grandma used to have on her kitchen table. Do you know what I'm talking about? The glass grapes. I almost ate one time. I didn't die, thank God. But that's what I imagine it looks like when you do the color first and then the 3D. So I prefer to do the 3D first and then the color on top. All right, same thing. Placing it, we're keeping it, we're dolloping it, and as we get closer, there you go. Just maintain that 3D effect. After this is done, then she goes into the lamp for 1 minute. This one we definitely have to cure for a minute because we want to make sure it hardens completely, right? And our builder gel is a 1 minute type of builder gel. So she's going to go into the lamp for un minuto to make sure they're nice and hardened. Now, I don't want to waste this builder gel that I have here. So because I wanted to give it like that jelly effect, I'm going to take a little bit of my red Oscar Night. I'm going to pop out Urban Jungle while we're at it. I'm going to take a little bit of the red from Oscar Night and mix it into that builder gel. And what that's going to do is going to give me almost like a jelly effect, but not too, because these are super opaque. Like these are not see-through at all. But I don't want to waste that builder gel. And I also want to use it to kind of build more of a 3D structure on top of that that little bowl that we already created with our builder gel. Do you have any questions on there? Are you guys still with me? Am I talking to myself? I wouldn't be surprised. It's okay. I like to talk to myself. I give pretty good advice. I'm actually really fun to be around, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are an open book. If you guys have questions, feel free to reach out. We are always available to you guys. All right, so I don't know if you guys can appreciate the 3D-ness of it. You could just see the two little dots on there. Perfect. There we go. That's more of a 3D. Now I'm just going to take that same builder gel that we used with the Oscar Night, and I'm going to fill it in. I'm going to basically cover it, that whatever 3D we just did right there. Now, as you can see, I kind of went off. So I'm going to use the other end of my brush to clean around it to make sure we're just staying on top of that 3D. There we go. Look at that cherry coming to life. Cute. Now we're going to go in with the with a little bit of the City of Angels afterwards to add some like highlight to these cherries so they don't look like just little globs of red. But right now we do need them to look red to create that cherry look. There's one. I should have flash cured that first one. See how it's spreading? This is what I mean when I tell you guys that our builder gel is self-leveling. So we got to be very mindful of it. I got to clean that up before we throw that into the lamp again. Look at this. I'm just going to clean the whole thing off first and then flash cure these other ones because these other ones came out perfect. Oh no, this one's spreading now too. I got to work fast. I got to work fast. There we go. All right, let's flash cure them really quick. There we go. She's flash curing those 15 seconds, making sure that that UV doesn't hit your open gels. I have ruined bottles and brushes like that, so be very mindful of that. This one too over here. All right, just those 15, enough for it to like just flash cure. All right, we're gonna go into the other gel, the other 3D ball, and just fill that one in a también. I was saying two and también at the same time, my bad. All right. There we go. Let's flash clear before she goes into the lamp for another 30 seconds, and then we'll finish off the cherries and top coat our beautiful design. Oh my goodness, the hour passes by super fast. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun too. Oh, we have a question. Yes. Mi pincel de limpieza. Estoy usando lo que viene siendo la brocha que viene incluida en cada paleta de KULR. Todas las paletas, no importa el color que agarren, vienen con un pincel y el pincel viene de dos lados. Un lado viene con el lado de detalle que viene siendo la brochita delgadita y el lado opuesto es el que estoy usando para limpiar la brocha. Me encantan los pinceles de doble sentido, si esa es la palabra, porque pues no necesito estar agarrando dos pinceles diferentes, con uno tengo, pero eso es lo que estoy usando para limpiarlo. All right, so we got the 3D cherries going on. Let's add a little bit of a stem. These aren't going to be 3D. These are just going to be drawn on. So I'm going to dip my liner side of the brush onto the Urban Jungle color, which is this really pretty bright green. It's like a perfect cherry stem color. We're just going to draw a little line and then draw a little leaf to it, and I just kind of dip and drag. Perfect. Now for the double stemmed one, we're going to do ones that connect to each other like so. You see, like that. There we go. And then I grab a little bit of extra product on my brush. I kind of dot it and then drag, and that creates the little stem on there. Same thing, flash curing this really quick for 15 seconds before I go in to add the final details of our cherry, which is going to be just a cute little kind of, what would you call it? Like a accent, like a little light accent on it. Look at that green glow. Oh my God, do it again. Look at that green glow. Oh my God, I didn't know the jungle one glowed like that. I know that the neon collection that we have, the Venice Afternoon collection, that one glows. I didn't know this one. Okay, Urban Jungle, I see you. I see you. All right, she's done flash curing. I'm going to take City of Angels, and with my striper pen, just a very, very thin little line to make it look kind of like a glow. I don't know, would that be the word? Just like a little accent right there. See? Just like the tiniest bit of like if the light was hitting it. Ah, how cute! Look at that! All right, now this is going underneath for 15 seconds. And then we're going to top coat everything with only the best top coat to ever exist, our Coupa Ink non-wipe top coat. These bottles that you see here, and I'll show them to you in a second, are the Enrich base and top coat. Same wonderful formula, but in bigger and better. So these, we have the trio just like we do the other ones. The non-wipe gel top coat, the matte top coat, and the base. Again, same beautiful formula, but just bigger bottles, which is a must in my opinion. Now that we got our design ready to go, we're going to go in and top coat it. And she is all done. Look at that. A beautiful design to kind of end the summer because technically, right? It's technically still summer, is it? Yeah, right? Until the 22nd, I believe. Oh, it's not summer anymore? Oh, okay. The pumpkin spice is out, so that means summer's over. It's now for Spooky Lady's turn. Thank you very much. All right, we've top coated, making sure we get those edges. Oh my God. And there we go. She goes into the lamp for 60 seconds, and I'll show you guys the final piece de resistance. And again, while she's curing, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this as much as I have. I really do love coming and sharing and chatting with the chat. If my kid's watching, I'm sorry. I'm being so cringe. I love you. To everyone who has joined from other countries, para la gente de habla hispana, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Procuraremos hacer más de estos en vivos. Quiero ver si podemos hacer unos que son simplemente en español, puro español. Pero necesitan ustedes pedírmelo, necesitan ustedes demandarlo, como quien dice. A mí me encanta venir, me encanta compartir. Esperemos que el año que viene podamos hacer no nada más en vivo, sino más clases aquí en Coupa Headquarters. Tenemos un sinfín de educación para ustedes disponible, pero estamos procurando hacer más cosas gratis. Vamos a hacer más contenido en español, como tutoriales, introducciones a nuestros productos. Todo lo que ustedes necesitan cuando se trata de uñas, Coupa lo tiene y lo queremos hacer más disponible para la gente de habla hispana. Su servidora Gabby Espino, con mucho gusto vamos a tratar de hacer eso. Tell production. I'm just saying, tell production to invite me more often. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. How often? I don't know. I would love to come in once a week, but it's fine. I'll come every other week, I guess. But when I'm here, I will try to make it both in English and in Spanish. Let's see what this final look looks like. Dun, da, da, da. Let's just do these two. Dun, da, da, da. There we go. Good job, production. And this was our polka dot cherry 3D look in our hybrid set. Remember, hybrid sets are 2 or more different systems. In this case, we use the soft gel tip system to create the actual tip. And we use an enhancement of our builder gel to create the base, along with our builder gel in clear to create the 3D look of the cherries. It's kind of hard to tell. There we are. There's the 3D of the cherries. This is just a really fun, cute set that we could do. It reminds me of like rockabilly. Like if your client is one of those, like I used to be a rockabilly, you know, with the hair and the victorials and all that stuff, I would have totally rocked this look 15 years ago, pre-kids, you know. But look how fun. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. It has been a pleasure. I hope that I not only have convinced you guys to purchase our products and to play with them and to enjoy them, but to also learn more and be part of our social media. We are on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I'm sure there's more that I'm forgetting at this point, but make sure you're following us on all of those different socials. to not just hear about these lives, but also any coupons that we might have, any events going on. Coupa is everywhere and everywhere. We try to do the trade shows, we try to do education. We are slowly focusing into online education to be able to bring you guys free tutorials, free art, free everything. If it's not myself, it'll be one of my fellow educators who, honestly, all of them are super talented. We just love being here. For now, that is all I have for you guys. It has been a pleasure. My name is Gabby Espino. Shameless plug. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, __ Esmalte. Until next time, maybe next week, maybe. Tell production. Until next time, it was a pleasure. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you guys soon and take care. Bye.